To cover a pimple to make it look unnoticeable, this is the before. As you can tell, it's pretty bad. It like lights out in my entire face. So life hack, you're going to take whatever concealer. I use this one by Tower 28, and you're going to basically just take it and you're just going to put a nice little dot on and just smear it around a little in this area, and now you're going to let it sit for like a minute. While it sits, you can basically do anything else, just don't touch it. You have to let it dry so it really holds on. And you might need to do 2 layers of this, just depending on like how big the pimple is. I like to just like fan it while I wait for it to dry. Once it's been drying for a minute, you're just gently gonna go in and you're gently just gonna tap, okay? You're gently gonna tap, and as you can tell, it's already working. You cannot see the pimple. I repeat, you cannot see the pimple. You're just gonna blend it in around the vicinity. And look, it's so much better. Now I personally like to go in and put on a little bit of powder because I feel like it makes it a lot easier when I do a second round of concealer. So just put on the tiniest amount of powder. And you're gonna go in again with your concealer, put a dot, and you're gonna really let it just stay in that one spot and really just give it a minute. Maybe give it 2 depending on how much. It really depends on your concealer because every concealer is going to give you like a different dryness. So just really wait till you feel like it's dried pretty good. Also, make sure you use the right kind of color for your concealer. Do not use one that like is super like light on you. Try to use one that matches within your face shade. Now it's been a couple minutes and you're just going to work around the edge of it, not on top of it, but around the edge. You're going to blend around the edges, around, and you're going to carry up the concealer to make it look more natural. And then once you're good with the concealer, like this would be pretty good for me because I'll just use like a little bit of blush and everything, but it helps so much. Also, if you have a pimple patch, you can use a pimple patch. Make sure it's blended, and look how much better it is than before. Now you're going to go in again with your powder because if you don't powder it, it's not going to sit and it's not going to stay and it's going to come off. So powder again with your lovely brush or whatever you use to put it, and look how much better that is than before. It doesn't stick out on my face anymore. It just looks like I have a little blemish, which so much better than before. So that is my 101 tip on how to cover a blemish or a pimple.